by 12.79%. Total deposit has grown by 12.23%. Total advances has grown by 13.43%. If you ask me the highlight of the year, 2-3 highlights are there. Number one, CASA. CASA, if you see, we have almost, despite this challenging time, we have been able to maintain our CASA to almost the same level, 39.67%. And CASA growth is 10.85%. Similarly, in RAM sector, our growth is around 15.28%. That is supported by retail, which is 18.38, and also by MSME 16.39. Two more highlights I will say. Despite rate cut scenario, we have been able to maintain our return on asset at around, last year it was 1.32, this year it is 1.31. So we have been able to maintain our ROA. And this quarter also we have, despite 25 basis point repo rate cut, we have been able to maintain positive NII. There is sequential growth of 3.29% in NII. With that, now I will present my financial performance to all of you. So total business we have touched at 14.95 lakh crore with a growth of 12.79%. Total deposit has touched 8.28, almost we have touched 15 lakh crore. Deposit at 8.12 lakh crore with a growth of 12.29, advances 6.767 lakh crore with a growth of 13.43 lakh. CASA, as I told, CASA we have grown by 10.85%, out of that saving fund 10.64%, and current account is 12.16%. CD ratio has remained very comfortable at around 80%. RAM has grown by 15.18%, and we have touched RAM of 4 lakh crore total. Retail growth is 18.72%, 1,41,000 crore we have reached. Agriculture growth is 11.28%. Actually, our agriculture growth is good because we have sold IBPC of 23,000 crore. If we account for that, then my growth in agriculture is also around 23%, 27%. MSME also we have grown by 16.39%. Corporate last year growth, if you see, corporate growth was 3%, which has gone up to 9.19%, and corporate book has also crossed 2 lakh crore. Asset quality earlier, last year it was 3.09%, it is 1.98% now with a reduction of 111 basis point. Net NPA 0.15, very much comfortable. PCR provision coverage ratio is at 98.28%. Cost of deposit, of course, because of interest rate going down, it has gone down little bit. Yield on advances has also gone down because of the repo rate cut. NIM we have been able to, still I will say we have been able to maintain NIM of in excess of 3.30, only 5 basis point impact is there. Annually also only 15 basis point impact is there. Return on asset 1.28 for the last quarter, but for entire year it is 1.31. Net interest income YOY growth is 6.91%, but quarterly growth is 11.27%. Operating profit we have shown growth of 4.83% annually. Net profit also has grown by 11.33% annually, and we have touched figure of 12.156%. Return in equity has gone down little bit. One thing I will also like to share, the board of directors has recommended dividend of 20.22%. Per share it is 18.25%. Next. So this already captured in the previous slide. Next. So again, deposit, as I told, deposit has grown by 12.29%. Out of domestic growth is 12.28, overseas growth is 12.45. Current saving growth I have already explained. Advanced growth also already explained. So next slide you take. RAM, I told, RAM remains our focus area and strength also, which is at around 65%, although it has come down little from 66.06% to 65.45%. But that because see, as a financial institution, we also have to take responsibility of the infrastructure development of the country. That's why we are focusing on the corporate also, and that's why corporate growth has increased last year. From the last year it was 3%, now 9%. That's why little bit marginal decline in RAM share from the last quarter. If I talk of the contribution, corporate contributes 34%, retail 23%, agriculture 25%, and MSME 18%. MSME ultimately we will take it to at least 20% gradually. Next. Priority sector we have achieved all the target, whether it is priority sector or agriculture, small and marginal, weaker section, micro under MSME, all we have achieved the target. We have also achieved target under Mudra against a target of 100% achieved against a target of 15,700. We have done 15,708. Also PM Viskarma we have sanctioned 115 crore loan to 13,000 beneficiary. PM Swanidhi also 1,226 crore to 7.82 lakh beneficiary we have sanctioned. Next. Profit, net profit I have already explained. Net profit has gone up by around 11.33% annually, and it is at 12,115. For quarter it was 3,108 with a sequential growth of 1.37%. NII, as I told, NII YOY has increased by 6.91%, or non-interest income has also increased by 8.32%. Next. Income, interest income, total interest income has increased by 10.24%, and total non-interest income has come down little bit because of the impact on the treasury. Treasury last year we have earned around more than 1100 crore. This year it has been subdued around 900 crore. And if you see quarter and quarter, profit from treasury sale of investment has come down from 340 to 105, and MTM loss is also there. So that is basically because of the hardening of the interest rate. Interest rate has gone up. If you see March to March, around 40 basis point it has gone up. So because of that there is some impact on the treasury income. Next. Interest expenses, if I talk of interest expenses, we have been very careful on the interest expenses. Total interest expenses has gone up by 9.55%, and other expenses by 5.11%. Overall there is increase of around, annually if I talk of around 10.14% increase in the expenses. Next. Deposit, it has come down from 4.93 to 4.83, around 11 basis point, 10 basis point impact is there, and annually 5.12 to 4.97. Cost of fund has also come down from 5 to sequentially from 5 to 4.88, annually also around 17 basis point impact is there. Then yield on advances, yield on advances has come down, from 8.31 to 8.07. But annually it has come down, annually also it has come down by around 42 basis point. NIM I have already explained, it has come down from 3.41 to 3.24, and for this quarter it was 3.23. The cost to income ratio has gone up. It was 45.05 for the year, it is 46.03 for the year. But if you see this December quarter to March quarter, there is improvement. It has come down from 46.90 to 44.99%. Return on asset already explained. We have almost maintained from 1.32 to 1.31. Book earning per share is 90. I will say for the year, and book value is also 487.23. Business per employee 36.41. Business per branch 243.87. Net profit per employee 30.22. Next. Already this is the depiction. Bank is well capitalized, and 17.93 is the total capital of the bank. Out of that, CET, which is called core capital of the bank, that is around 16.40%, and Tier 2 is 1.53%. Next. This is government shareholding. Government shareholding is 73.84%, and mutual fund 13.69%. Then FPI etc. around 5.96%. We have been rated AAA by CARE, and 81 bond has been rated AA plus by CRISIL, and Tier 2 bond AAA by CRISIL, infrastructure bond AAA by CRISIL, and AAA by CARE also. Next. Gross NPA has come down from 14,268 to, in absolute term, to 13,190, and percentage term from 3.09 to 1.98. Net NPA has also come down from at 0.15, it was 0.19 last year. AUC recovery, that is recovery in return of account, that is around 657 crore. For the year it is 2508. And provision coverage ratio is at 98.28%. Slippage ratio has been less than 1, 0.85%. Credit cost is 0.31. Next. SMA, there is a substantial improvement in the SMA. If I talk of the total SMA book, I will start from March 24. March 24 it was 15.59, which came to 8.06 in March 25, and now 4.73% in March 26. So there has been substantial improvement in the SMA. Next. Financial inclusion, all the parameter BC, we have more than 17,000 BC now engaged. PMJDY account 247 lakh account we have, and we have a PMSBY, PMJJBY, APY. Consistently we are achieving the targets. Next. Now I will, before that, before my colleague Mr. Astos explains about the digital things, I will like to highlight certain things about the Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, we have a business of around 23% share in the Tamil Nadu. Out of that, deposit is 1,46,000 crore and share is 19%. In advances, 1,82,000 crore, share is 30%. CD ratio is 125% in the Tamil Nadu. We have 19% branches in the Tamil Nadu. 7 specialized MSME sector branches we have. Processing center 16 we have. RAPC in Tamil Nadu, MAPC 16. 6 agri business cell specialized, that we have initiated last year. 27 agri business cell we have opened new. So out of that, 6 is in Tamil Nadu. During last year we have added 20 branches in Tamil Nadu. Our 33% of the ATM and BNA are in Tamil Nadu. BC network also 22% is in Tamil Nadu. MSME growth, my bank growth is 16%, but MSME growth in Tamil Nadu is 20%. So here we are doing better than the rest of the country. Bank has MSME, 14 cluster of MSME in Tamil Nadu. So these are the few highlights what we are doing in Tamil Nadu, because our strength is our presence in Tamil Nadu, so we are very much cognizant of that, and we are deploying more resources in Tamil Nadu. Now I will request Mr. Astos to take.
If you see in the mobile banking space, the user base has increased by 22% to 2.36 crore, and the transaction has increased by 15%. In the UPI category also, the user base has increased by 21% and reached to 2.64 crore, and the transaction has increased by 38%. The internet banking users base has increased by 3%, because most of the users nowadays are into the mobile banking, and the growth is 3% here. The first tag growth is phenomenal. It is 68%, and we reached to 37,268 FASTag users. The debit card users has grown by 9% and reached to 3.64 crore. The POS users has also shown good growth of 36%, and the present number is 27,011. The InSmart retail and InSmart Biz, you see 2.36 crore of customers are there in InSmart retail, and they have done 25,000 crore plus of financial transaction value, and non-financial transaction it is 65 plus crore, and there are 320 plus applications functionalities are there in that application. The best move is in InSmart Beach. As of now, we have crossed 1 lakh of customers in InSmart Beach, and the login in this platform is 3.8 lakh, more than 3.8 lakh, having a transaction value of 8,000 plus crores and non-financial transaction of almost 1 crore. If you see the user base here, the digital business growth, if you see, we have achieved all our target that have set year on year basis. In the left hand side we have shown. In the last financial year we had a target of 2.25 lakh crore business, and we achieved 2.35 lakh crore business, and every year we have achieved that. In the retail asset side, we achieved 50,000 crore business. Agri, it is the highest, 1,59,000 crore. MSME, it is 24,000 crore. And corporate credit, this is EBG, bank guarantee, electronic bank guarantee, that we have achieved 1,774 crore. If you see the adoption of digital in various sector, in the liability it was 52% last year, this year it is 59%. Retail has grown from 83% to 97%, agri 95 to 97, MSME from 83 to 70%. The 70% it shows only because it is a new journey we have introduced last financial year, which has picked up, and we will achieve this 83% in this particular financial year. And the EBG, which was 4%, has grown to 12%. This is the total digital business we have done, out of which the liability business is 36,332. Here one thing I would like to tell is that our FD through IndSmart channel is 16,778 crore out of this 36,332, and the jewel loan is the maximum one, 1.9 lakh crore of business in jewel loan. Vehicle is 6,252 and home loan is 15,178 crore. Now we have, last year we introduced one customer segment called virtual banking experience for those customers who are not visiting our branch but doing transaction, having some requirement. We have classified them into Emerge, Vibe and Spark. So the number of customers that we have shown here, and if we see the basic also we include, to whom we can migrate to Emerge and Vibe and Spark. That is 116.89 lakh of customers are there to whom we can migrate. So we are giving a lot of benefit in this VVX customer category. Anywhere banking, many rewards and offers are there. Robo advisory we are giving. So virtual RM is given to them. So many facilities we have given here, and it is showing a good traction in the bank. So we have tied up with RBI Innovation Hub for our digital journey asset side. This has shown very good traction against a target of 15,000 crore. We have achieved 15,734 crore of business here, with maximum traction is in vehicle loan, GST advantage and MSME loans that we have seen. Now we have introduced one CRM platform for our customers as well as for our employee. So we have given a small snapshot of this customer 360 module. What exactly it depicts is that it gives all the information of the customer in a single page. What is his loan outstanding, what is his savings balance outstanding, what kind of request he has made, and the request is at which level. Everything is given here. So also it gives an information to my staff that he can ask, okay, sir, do you want a vehicle loan? Because suppose the person has taken vehicle loan 5 years before, then he may take a new vehicle, so he can also require a vehicle loan. All sort of things will be available in this customer 360 degree module. So now we will see the AI initiatives which is ongoing in our bank. We have introduced Employee Assist in the fag end of 2025, which is seeing very good traction and it has evolved. Now almost all modules are addressed here. This particular chatbot is assisting our employee. Then we have in pilot basis agentic AI for collection. So for our loan customers, this particular agentic AI bot calls and reminds for payment of the loan dues. Then we had also an Ask HR bot for our HR related issues for our employee. We have introduced a new slice scoring model, which is an AI based model for MSME loans. For this is a new rating model based on which MSME loans are sanctioned. So some
Just to add, good thing is 80% of data customer don't need to give. It captures from different sources.
Thank you, sir. Now, so also we have under implementation, we have a personal finance management AI we are introducing. Nudge process automation, it's a robotic process we are implementing for nudge clearance. Then CAM and document summarizer, this is a very good thing which will summarize, it's an AI power based instrument platform which will summarize all the financial data and it will present as per the bank's requirement. Then agentic AI customer onboarding is also we are introducing. After this collection, the next project is onboarding of our customer. The next is some more agentic AI informations. This corporate ecosystem engine. After the corporate lending that we have done through AI process, we want the whole ecosystem. If somebody is not my customer, but my employee is going and meeting that particular corporate customer, this engine will help them. Then RFP creator, this will save a lot of time for the bank because we float a lot of RFP for onboarding the vendors, let it be IT or non-IT. The invoice processing also we are in the process of introducing this. Then lead nurturing and management, this is a part of our CRM solution. Then intelligent document reader, this will help a lot. While we legally read all the documents, this particular reader will read everything and will say ki it is as per bank's guideline or not. Then suspicious transaction reporting for our EFRM solution and automatic grievance redressal for helping customers. Next is some ongoing project for personalized banking, VBX we have discussed, which is evolving. Indexed Hub CRM that we have showcased, customer 362 people. Digital corporate credit is almost implemented. The advanced version we are going. Then digital journey, various digital journeys, almost 152 journeys we have done through digitally. And in the customer engagement side, we have Android ATMs for our merchants. Then we have partnership with POS aggregation. So this will help us other banks merchants to onboard on through this POS aggregator and they can use my POS. Then PME GP portal for MSME and new corporate websites that we are in the process of introducing. Some key initiatives that we have already implemented, we have discussed digital KCC, RBIH, then GST Advanced, then digital pool buyout platform we have introduced, then private cloud on-premise we did, middleware and API gateway we have done, Ind UPI we introduced and we are in the version of upgrading that particular Ind UPI app, like your GPay and your PhonePe. This is our own UPI app. So EFRM that we have already introduced. InSmart InBiz we discussed. We have introduced cash management services. Adya 2.0 is our own chatbot and digital insurance platform also we have introduced. So these are some more things. We have tied up with one of the large POS supplier, that is Pine Labs. Then we have FASTag recharge through UPI QR. Then we have instant issuance of UPI QR standee and sound box for our merchants. Those who open current account with us, this facility is given to them. Then we have given 17 value-added services in passbook kiosk. If somebody comes for printing passbook, he can take another 17 value-added services there. Then we have foreign currency settlement system in Gift City also. With this, we conclude and thank you, sir, for providing this opportunity.